Hello colleagues, this is Michael from the Boardgames Chronicle. Today I have the pleasure of bringing to you Julius Caesar, The Great Battles of Deluxe Edition. This is a new edition of the classic Great Battles of History game with all the expansions for the Julius Caesar. This is a game by the Mark Herman and Richard Berg, and it just landed today at my doorsteps, and I'm shooting this video. Will be publishing in a couple of days. This is one of the volumes in the series. If you know Great Battles of Alexander, SPQR, Cataphract, Hoplite, and other, you would not be surprised to what you will find in the box and in the rulebook. Of course, there will be some twists connected to this particular period of time, and there will be also some battles which are before Julius Caesar period and after Julius Caesar period. We can look at them here at the back of the box. It's very heavy and sturdy box as always. So the battles, there will be like 20 of them. We have 3 battles from the Marius and Sulla times, and we have 2 battles after Julius Caesar from the conquest of Britain. It's during the Claudian times. To this, we add a huge a number of Gallic Wars, Caesar Gallic Wars battles, all major battles. And of course, the history will not be full if you would not have Caesar's civil wars with the Pompeian Senate forces. So actually, we have like 4 blocks of scenarios: Marius and Sulla and Roman conquest of Britain as the small ones, before and after the Julius Caesar period, and then Gallic Wars and Civil War. Let's see what we have in the box. First of all, I really like how the box is created with depiction of Caesar at the front. Really nicely done. It's of course very sturdy box as always with GMT. Okay, we start immediately with the counters. We have some miscellaneous counters. Most of them, the fans of Great Battles of History will probably recognize. There are some additional connected with the naval battles. Here we would have a Caesarian forces. So here you have his leaders and Caesar himself with very good statistics. I will not be explaining here in unboxing, but in how to play definitely. Then we have legions. You can see 3rd Legion, 5th Legion, and so on and so forth. A lot of them here. On the next page, we have further the legions here. We have eagles for the legions. We have some auxiliary forces like Balearic slingers, Numidians. And here we would have also Moors and Numidians. This is section with a naval part. The 3rd sheet shows us the Pompey or senatorial forces. So here are Pompey or senatorial leaders. They are slightly, if you compare them, they are slightly darker than the Caesarian. See, these are white and these are beige. I would say something like this, definitely done on purpose. And of course, here we have legions. As you can see, those legions are after the reforms of Marius. So you don't have the Triarii, Hastai, Princeps. You have veterans almost everywhere. So this is definitely different composition. Then we have the eagles and we have a cavalry. It's also done in slightly different color. Here is the Caesar's cavalry, I think, and here will be the Pompey cavalry, which is used in the battles of the civil wars. Then we go to the enemies of Rome. So these are the Numidians, a lot of them. They are used, for example, in the wars of Marius and Sulla, the wars in Africa. Here the Pontic faction, they were fighting against Caesar during the civil war when he was coming back, I think, from Egypt. He also went to Pontus. He actually went there, but okay, I think those will be for the battles of Sulla. Sulla was also fighting in the Asia Minor, and this was the battle with Jugurtha, and this was with the Pontic force. Sorry for this mistake. Then we have the famous Gauls. Whom do we have here? Cimbri, Britons. Okay, so this is not Gauls, but Britons. Here we have Arverni. Here we have Bitruges. These ones will be Suebi. So these are the Germans. Helveti, Boi. So these are the Gauls. Nervi. It's more like Belgic tribes. Yes. A lot of sheets of goodies and content. Here we have Parisi, Censones, so those tribes closer to Lutetia, Paris. Then we have some cohesion hits, missile law, and other stuff like this. In total, 7 sheets of counters. So you will need a really good storage solution for this. Definitely. Then you have scenario book. In this scenario book, you have all the battles, as you can see. Rise of the Roman warlords, Caesar Gallic Wars, Caesar Civil Wars, Roman conquest of Britain. It's introduction, and then you have each and every battle. Bay of Biscay, example. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of Germans here. I would definitely go through all those battles. I love reading the description in the Great Battles of History, the setups. Some of those battles are larger, some of them are smaller. For example, the Medway should be a smaller battle, the conquest of Britain. Oh yeah, exactly. You have the Britons here, you have 2 legions here, and you have auxiliaries coming from that side. And this is the Battle of Munda. This is one of the last battles fought by Caesarian troops and by the Pompey troops. Yep. So a lot of goodies. It's like 80 pages of scenarios. So you can rarely see the larger scenario book than the rule book. The rule book is like 45, but still, if you guys played in the past the Great Battles of History, you would not be surprised. A lot of mechanics are pretty similar. The main changes are connected to the legions. The legions are slightly differently activated and weak. Already in the Roman Republic with Hastai Princeps and Triari, there were some changes, but here there will be even more. Things like rear, flank, front, this is all the same. Clash of spears, superiority of weapons. Yeah, this is more or less similar, so you should not be surprised. Just read and familiarize with the details. One of the changes will be, of course, eagles. This is something definitely new. The new thing is also naval rules. There were a lot of naval battles in those times, and here we would have, battles of the late Roman Republic and early Empire, 106 BC to 51 our times. Yeah, so there will be also some battles here depicted. Rome was never a huge maritime power. They were power because they had to be. They usually prefer to stay on land, but yeah, when they achieved the Mare Nostrum status, they had to do something about it. Now the maps. The maps in Great Battles of History are not the mounted maps, but thanks to this, you have many more of them. They are 2-sided, Pharsalus, and this is Munda, half of a map, I would say. This would be very terrain-rich map. Lutetia, so Paris, and Britain, the invasion. And here Bibracte, a huge battle with Goths. Yeah. So as you can see already from the size of the map, there will be larger and there will be smaller battles. Let's see what battles we have here. The Rhine. Okay, so we are now looking at the area of the battles with the Germans. You can see it here. This would be some camp. And on the other side, we have similar setup. And this is very, very sad. Here, the Romans were surprised. And they were fiercely fighting for their survival with the Belgic tribes. They won, yeah, that's true, but it was not an easy fight, definitely. Let me see some more maps. Maybe I will not go through all of them. Let me go through one more. Okay, I have a feeling they have a smaller hexes on this map, probably larger map than on this map. Let's see why. What kind of battle is it that they have to make it smaller? Okay, Gergovia, a huge battle with the Gauls. That explains a lot. And as you can see, we have also a lot of fortifications. The Romans were known for this. On the other side, we have a Medway. And we have Caratacus. So this is like the siege of Caratacus. The Medway I was showing to you. Yeah, we have one legion here, one legion here. Here the Britons. And you have here the battalions. So much goodies to play. Okay, I will not be going through all the maps. This is Munda. We have also the Battle of Thapsus. And here we have Cirta and Bay of Biscay. Two battles on the similar map because the map is, of course, I think, for the naval battles. And here we have Nicopolis, 48 BC. So, a lot of maps, as you can see, a lot of goodies in this box. On top of this, we have some player aids. Player aid 1. These are also the things which, when you play now, the cohesion movement chart. Here is the Clash of the Swords, types of units attacking and defending, the defender or attacker superior, the losses in cohesion. Yeah, here we have missile part and the fortification part. This would be cohesion hit and troop quality checks chart. Depending on the situation, you would have to do a lot of them. You would have command structure, Roman, this is barbarians, and this is Pontic. And here you have the stacking chart, who can pass through whom. It's also very important in this game. Then on the third player aid, you would have some checks like rally table, die roll of doom, your leader can die, leader checks chart, and sequence of play. There are two of them because yeah, it's a two-player game. On top of this, we have a route points table. We calculate the route points to see whether we reached the level which makes the opponent to do the effect. And we have also the naval part. Beautiful. All in all, a lot of interesting material, a lot of interesting goodies, and I'm really sure that I will have a lot of fun playing this game. Strongly recommended. You can count on more content from me on the session reports, maybe on some how to play, about my storage solution, all the stuff which usually comes with this fantastic games. That will be all for today. Thank you for listening to me and hear from you soon.